For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Patrick Stanton Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head cross-country coach Patrick Stanton. And Patrick, you guys get your first race out of the way at Kutztown with both the boys and the girls having some high points. Talk about that first race overall and what you saw from your team.
Yeah, I thought it was a good opener to the season. Like we talked about before the race, we really just want to kind of like see where we're at and then take a lot to like learn from going forward. I think we definitely did that. On the guys' side, we definitely showed our youth a little bit. There were definitely some points in the race where we kind of turned our brains off a little bit too much and just kind of let the race come to us rather than being aggressive and attacking the race and showing our fitness. But I think we took a lot from that to kind of learn and can show the guys like, okay, these are some spots where we need to be more aggressive, where we need to use the downhills a little bit more, things like that to kind of learn from going forward. Isaiah still came away with a PR. It's a tough course. That Kutztown course has been running slower and slower every year, so it's really not a PR course. I don't think he had a phenomenal day. You know, just where he's at fitness wise, we both know that he's capable of a lot more. But it's really just a testament to his fitness and like how much better he's gotten over the last year that he still came away with a PR that day. On the women's side, I really think that we kind of set the tone for the year. That's the best showing as a team that we've had on the women's side in several years. Top three girls ran great. They finished about where I thought they would. Like in terms of the pack, like I said, the course is running pretty slow, so it's kind of tough to take too much from the times that they ran. But the girls that they were running with and the packs that they were in, and just the way that they competed throughout the race, they can still get better. They can still improve. But I think it was a really good start to the year.
And you mentioned those top three girls, Savannah Anderson, Caroline Fodor leading the way. How important was that for them to get that good start and get this year started off on the right foot?
Huge. Savannah really just kind of picked up where she left off in track season, which was a huge step forward where she was last cross-country season. So I think that was big for her from a confidence standpoint to just be like, okay, I'm one of these top girls now. I belong in this pack. And like she said in her interview, she wanted to put herself in there from the beginning and just kind of prove to herself that she belonged there because she ran great on the track. She proved that she can be like a top 10 girl in the conference on the track. But it's different in cross country, and it's just kind of a different animal. So she really wanted to prove that from day one. And then Caroline, that was the best cross country race she's ever run by far. She's a track girl who's kind of new to cross country. It was all brand new to her last year. So she really never ran true to her fitness last year in cross. But this year, like she's really kind of making that big step forward, learning how to take a cross race, learning how to like extend her effort for longer distances in the race because she's great at it in workouts. But she's doing a lot better, like putting those pieces together and connecting the dots on race day.
And for you as a head coach, seeing that and seeing that they're reaching their full potential, what confidence does that give you, and how do you feel about the team moving forward?
I feel really good. You know, I felt good all summer long. I felt good in the preseason. I felt good in the kind of the early like Bob Kramer race and things like that. I think that we're really on a good track. At this point, like we really just had to manage the workload. We're just coming off of like the highest volume workload that we're going to have for the season. So our legs are feeling a little bit rough. We're starting to feel the mileage. We're starting to feel like the semester starting to heat up. School's heating up. A lot of our athletes are involved in like campus activities, their RAs and things like that. So it's just kind of a lot right now. So we're really just trying to manage that workload. And luckily we're starting to come down in mileage. The volume's not quite as high. So really just kind of staying focused and learning how to deal with all the little things at this point.
And then on the men's side, you mentioned Isaiah with the PR earlier. Talk about some of the youth as well. I know you had Julius Hobbs make his debut, CJ Anderson running as well. Talk about the youth and how important that first race was for them.
Yeah, they're just using it as a learning experience. Hunter Tomich had a phenomenal day. He's probably the only one on the team who ran faster than I thought he would. You know, like I said, it's a slow course, and it's been running slower and slower as the years go on for whatever reason. And he came out and ran faster than his goal time for the year. He's the only one who did that. So he ran a really impressive race. He's just a consistent, tough runner. The rest of the guys, you know, I think that they saw in that race that they are capable of a lot more. So they're going to take that and use that as a learning experience. Isaiah as well. You know, like I said, he still PR'd in spite of having those difficulties in the race. It's really just a testament to how far he's come, and he knows he's capable of more, and, you know, we're just looking to prove that these next couple of weeks.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head cross-country coach Patrick Stanton. And, Patrick, you guys are getting ready for the Live the Lou cross-country classic. Talk about this race overall, and you're going to see a lot of levels of competition. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I love Louisville. We've gone to this race most years since I was in college. It's one of the biggest cross-country meets in the country. We're going to see, like you just said, competition from D1, D2, D3, NAIA. And we're in a race, we're in the silver race that really kind of matches where we're at right now. So it's a fast course. It's going to be good competition, but it's also going to be like appropriate competition for us. We're not going to be like bogged down in a pack of like 5,000 people who are faster than us. Like we're going to have appropriate competition, be able to like really kind of take advantage of the course and hopefully have a really good day.
And for your team, seeing those levels of competitions, even in the races that you aren't involved in, how big is that going to be for your young team to see how other teams prepare and see how they perform out on the course?
I pay attention to what other teams do, and I try to preach to my athletes to not pay attention to what other teams do. We want to know what our competition's like and everything like that, but cross country and track, they're such tangible sports. You can see the times that people run, and it becomes very easy to like obsess over that and be like, oh, so-and-so ran, 25, whatever on this course. And all courses are different. You don't know the whole story. You don't know what their training's been like. You don't know like what their training cycle is kind of built around. There are all these other factors that go into it. So I try to the extent that I can get them to not look too much at that stuff. Let me handle all the worrying and the stressing and the planning around like what we need to do against other teams, but try to get them to just kind of focus on themselves and their own training.
And finally, looking at this race, what are some of your goals for race 2 as you keep preparing for that MAC championship in November?
We want to run fast. It's a fast course. We want to take advantage of it. On average, I think this course runs a good bit faster than the Kutztown course. For the women, it's the only 5K they'll run all year, so that's exciting. That's the distance they run in high school, so that kind of like means a lot to them. They want to run faster than they did in high school. But we're really prepared to run some PRs on that course. It's going to be good weather. It's going to be good competition. So we really just want to take that next step forward. We want to be more aggressive in the middle of the race. Really, both the men and the women, we need to be a little bit more aggressive in the middle of the race. And I think they saw that at the first race, so I think they're excited to just kind of take advantage of that and see what they can do.
Thanks, Patrick, and good luck at the Live Lou Cross Country this weekend.
Thanks, Zach.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.